hello. Welcome back to NDND. We got a new episode for you. We're gonna throw around the table. That's what we do. My name is Kelly. What's going on? I'm Honda Shoni, and that's the song. And now I'm gonna throw it to someone else around the circle. So I'm going with Joey.
Oh, I'm Joey. I play the role of Jarfield. When I'm playing D&D, I wish I was in a field. I'm Cowlitz. That's my deal. I'm Cowlitz because Litz, real. Yo, Lucas, do your thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rap. I'm just not going to.
Wow, way to be a bad improviser. You're supposed to yes and.
You're supposed to yes and. What the hell's going on?
This is wait, small unrelated story. I actually am undefeated in rap battle tournaments. I've won several rap battle tournaments.
Against who?
Largely people in my college, but I did rap battle Common on stage once in college.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And you won? Because you said you were undefeated.
I didn't win.
So Joey Clift beat Common is what I just heard.
No, that wasn't out of competition. That was an unofficial tournament.
Oh, that was an exhibition match. That was an exhibition battle.
Yeah. Video exists of it. Anyway, sorry, Lucas. Anyway, that was an aside.
All right, fine. My name is Lucas Brown Eyes, and I play Chante, and he's always getting highs. He's a Triton druid. Don't have anything that rhymes with druid, so I'm just going to say I'm Lakota. Throw it to Benny.
Howdy, my name's Vinny Wayne Sully. And I'm playing Ikto, and I'm
Sully with Bully.
No, I'm not going to. I had a callback for Hamilton a few years ago, and I had to do a rap battle then, and it didn't go well.
But it was a callback, so you must have done well the first time.
Oh, I'm pretty decent at rapping other people's rap, but when it comes to coming up with my own,
y'all are just
okay. You
yourself
improv
up.
shamed me, and all of a sudden, boo! Improv shamed Benny. That's just keep it fair.
Boo. All right, yeah. I'm sorry, audience. I didn't rap. You don't
throw it
see
to
that.
the ladies who might want to do it.
We're throwing it to Siena.
Hi, Siena. Frogtown Nation, Oklahoma represent. Also, I'm playing P. I'm passing it to Azie.
Ooh, that's the hook.
Yay. Oh.
My name is Azie. It rhymes with crazy, but I'm not. I'm Eucalyptus. I'm Eucalyptus on the show. And now you know. So let's go.
All right, there we go. We're done at
If
the
you
end.
made it this far, I'm so sorry, and thank you so much for not abandoning us.
Yeah, this is a real loose one.
We essentially just wrote a song, you guys. We took you on a journey. There was a beginning, there was a middle, and there
that's
was an
the end of our show.
And thank you for tuning into NDND. Yeah, so let's pick up where we left off. A quick recap. So everyone has been entering the 9 lives in different capacities, trying to infiltrate and figure out where this meetup is happening with Tom Starbuckle and some sort of item or very strong object that is going to be a trade-off that went wrong prior. And now, Charlene has roped you guys in about how this is like the second meetup, a second chance. A lot's going on. We talked to a scarf lady. You walked in through the entrance after a lot of negotiating with the guards at the front who you swore to keep eyes on as the rest of the day continues. Ikto's guising as the architect of the home. George, Charlene, and Jarfield both were invisible and made their way inside. P went inside, stabbed somebody in the leg. Listen, you guys, there's a lot that went on. I'm not going to recap all of it. I would recommend you watch the last episode if you haven't seen it. But we're picking up where we left off with a rockin' Chante in the basement in fetal position. So let's start there.
Oh my god. Okay. What? That just got completely out of hand. Okay, the lights are off. Was that all I had to do? That just got away from me. Oh my god, I think I almost killed a guy. Okay. All right, I start making my way upstairs, panicking because I don't remember the plan, but I remember something about a rendezvous. So I head up from the basement floor to the next floor.
Okay. So you're on the second, you're kind of running around this outside step. When you head up to the second floor, make a quick perception check for me as you're just looking around.
Yeah. Sorry, 10 plus, I should know my perception right now, 6.
Oh, nice. So yeah, so you take a beat, and as you're running up the staircase, kind of quietly, but a little frazzled, you can hear something that sounds like some guards with armor going like, running up, but they don't seem to be coming in your direction. You can hear them talking about somebody being stuck in an elevator.
Oh. Yo, guards! Who's stuck in an elevator?
They can't quite hear you. Like there's a lot of commotion. There's a lot of talking happening. So like there's enough noise that you can even hear it. It's a little far away.
I'm gonna sneak. I'm gonna follow them on my little tippy tap toes.
Okay, roll a quick stealth check.
Okay. 8 plus 0.
Plus 0. Yeah. So you walk into the hallway and you begin to make your way through this little area. As you're walking forward, you can see about 4 guards right now around the corner. So you're walking a little bit to the south and then you go into this main hallway area and you can see these 4 guards like standing outside of this elevator door, just kind of keeping their voices low to one another. Some of them have a spear and they're like trying to pry it into the center and push it out. And you can hear a voice from inside the elevator try to give them instructions on what to do. So let's cut to that real quick as they're like, ma'am, I'm really sorry that you're stuck. The power's out and we don't know why, but we'll get you out of there. Are you okay? You got air?
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is it's so hot in here and I'm already feeling so faint. And please do what you can as quickly as you can.
Yes, of course. So like they're trying to pry open this door. Chante, you come about and you can kind of overhear like maybe that sounds like Eucalyptus from the elevator as they're talking. They do catch you as you're walking and you're kind of like very obviously trying to sneak as you're approaching them with a stealth check of 8. So one of the guards stops you very quickly before you can walk closer towards where this commotion is. And he's like, sir, who are you and why are you here?
Yeah, I'm here to fix the electricity. But I need to talk to the head architect because obviously I could fix it, but it requires some modifications that's quite frankly above my head. So I'm looking for the head architect guy, George.
Okay, roll me a quick performance or deception check on that one.
Okay. Let's see which one's better. Okay, they're the exact same. I'm doing performance. 16 plus 1, so 17.
Nice. He rolled very low. So he goes, oh, yes. This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I don't even know where he's from, but it's a very like strong voice.
Yeah.
And the other guard's like, yeah, I don't want to mess with him. It seems kind of weird to have like a water person work with electricity. And the other guy's like, yeah, that's unexpected. You being a Triton, but you know what? Sometimes that's just how
What's
things
more
work.
conductive than water? Gold? Yeah, I know that. That's a thing.
Smart man. Yeah, he's smart. I don't even know. I haven't even seen gold. So like the 2 guys are like talking to one another. They allow you to move past and the main guard points down the hallway and says, you want to keep on your right, go that way.
Oh,
Okay.
You need me to help you with this? This lady, she seems like a whole mess here. You want me to help? I'm a construction man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We would love a construction man to help. Here. So you can see there's 2 guards, one man, one woman of some sort of different variation than a Triton, probably like a half elf and then a half orc, trying to pry open the door, and they're not quite getting there yet. As they're trying to pull on it, you can see about a foot open, and you do see on the inside Eucalyptus, like with her face like up against this elevator door. And it had lowered about 2.5 feet before the power shut down. So you have some space at the top, but they're trying to, do that claw of life thing while she's stuck in there.
Hey, Uke.
Hello, sir.
I know who you are because you're famous. Because you're Dad.
Yes,
That's
and
how
I know you because you were George's man.
Yes, I'm going to see George right now.
Yes.
But it looks like you're in trouble.
Can you believe? Listen, I've never experienced this whole day has just been.
So, how about it? I know it sounds crazy. So how about we just continue to pry while I pull Eucalyptus out? Does that sound good?
Sounds good. So let's have you roll a quick strength check as you're also trying to assist Chante. And are you kind of just like playing the role here and kind of like playing the sort of
Yes, and
like
also
rich
put
person
out,
in
like,
distress, I guess.
I was expecting such a lovely night, and everything's been chaos.
I'll say that then Chante gets advantage because your distraction is able to kind of get him, give him a little bit more of a push.
Fat Nat.
Fat Nat. So you tell me how you do this because it succeeds. You tell me.
Okay, so I reach all the way in, and then I think, oh man, if this elevator broke right now, I'd be cut in half. And then I grab Eucalyptus by her arms, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna pull you up, but if the elevator snaps, you could be snapped in half. So then I pull her up out of the elevator, but like halfway through, and then I like take a break, and I'm like, whew, really hope the elevator doesn't break, because then you'll be snapped in half.
Well, if I'm halfway through, I can kind of climb with my
But
foot.
you're of noble blood, so just let me pull you all the way out. I just need a quick breath. All right, you guys just wait there. It's fine.
I'm so weak.
This.
Oh, thank goodness, this handyman has.
And then I pull
Founded upon
Eucalyptus
himself.
all the way out after taking like roughly 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes.
Goodness
to do
gracious.
this.
All the guards are like one of them gives like a slow applaud, and then the rest look at him like, "Why are you doing that, dude?" And then the main guard looks to you and goes, "Thanks so much. We clearly this was much trickier than we thought. Really well manufactured elevator. Sir, why don't you, if you're going downstairs, why don't you accompany her as well? You seem to be helping her."
Also, one thing, yeah, I'll totally, because there was this guard earlier I saw, a young kid. He was doing drugs, and he was just saying some crazy stuff. And like he let in a wolf. I don't know. I would not trust that kid. In fact, I would reprimand him and just like arrest him and not listen to anything he says, just so you know.
Oh, you're talking about Blue, the new
Yeah, he was
hire.
like new. Yeah, he was like, oh, blah, 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 I'm a little narc. But then he did drugs himself. It was weird. And then he let in a wolf. I don't know where the wolf went. It looks like it kind of ran off, but that kid, he's trouble. He might let in another wolf.
Oh,
And don't listen to anything he says because he's high.
Sounds like
he
we
did
should
drugs.
Sounds like we should go check this out. Is it in the direction from where you came?
No. It's from outside the servants' entrance in that yardy area.
Oh, okay. There's a back entrance we can access only from here. So we're gonna head in the direction you're going, and we're gonna take it back. Thank you.
He's a trouble kid. I
We appreciate
confiscated
it.
his drugs. Here
You know,
they
it's
are.
really
I'm gonna throw these
interesting
away.
that your accent kind of changed after you saved this woman in distress. It's like
What happened was I had a sore throat from all the dust, and it like cleared out.
Oh, okay. So you just kind of continue to talk to them as you guys make your way in the direction in the direction that you are all about to go in. You split in the main entrance hallway, and they're about to make their way up one of the top doors. In the back exit entrance area. But you guys have seen on your map that there does seem to be some sort of trap there, but it seems like the guards know how to evade it. So they make their way outside in that direction. And you guys are currently, if you can see on the second floor, you're on that staircase where the stained glass and the sort of main carpet area is.
And we're alone, right?
Yeah, just you and Chante right now.
That why it took you so long? Some kids?
I don't know what it just got away from me. I don't know what's going on. There's something wrong with me. Like literally.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with me. I honestly have a problem, and it's that I'm not high right now.
Okay.
Like,
well, we'll
go bad when I'm sober. It's fucked up.
We'll fix that later.
There's like something dark
right
in
now.
me.
We gotta get we're way behind. Okay. People are gonna lose their invisibility and stuff. We gotta get to we gotta get to Ikto.
I almost killed a kid.
Okay. It's fine. Just let it go.
I feel so bad.
I've killed lots
I feel
of
so
people. It's okay.
bad. But this kid was a little narc. But he was a good little narc, but he was still a narc.
Did you do drugs?
No, that's the problem. I'm like so sober right now, and there's something evil inside me.
All right. Let's just go for Ikto right now. I can't worry about your need for therapy.
I need therapy.
So you guys are going to make your way down the main staircase, and you do. as you're making your way down right away, you can you're in the back, sort of the main entrance hallway, and facing the back of what looks like to be some sort of very respected person. He's surrounded by 3 or 4 other folks who are kind of like turning their eyes and looking at you. These look like humans and half elves, kind of eyeing you guys as you're coming off the top staircase, but they take no heed of you as you're making your way down. As this is occurring, you can see him kind of opening his arms and saying, please, everybody, just continue the pleasantries, continue to gamble. If we need to later, we'll do it by candlelight, but music back on, pick it back up to speed. We don't want this to ruin the events. In fact, let's have fun with it, everybody, right? Oh, yes. As long as you can hear the tail end of him kind of making jokes and like less kind of alleviating the tension in the air with the power going off. And right away, things pick up again. You can hear servants walking around and the clinking of glasses, and you can see him make his way in. One of the very tall, bigger guards near him seems to be always on his right-hand side and walking around, but the other 3 people nearby him kind of drop back, make their way. One of them makes their way to their left and talks to a woman who seems to be shouting about having been recently stabbed. And then the other 2 slowly make their way in and seem to break up. They're kind of wearing like beautiful cloaks, and this main person who just walked in seems to be maybe Tom Starbuckle, because you can hear people whispering, Tom, so good to see you, Tom. It's so pleasant to see you. Chante and Eucalyptus, as you guys are kind of tiptoeing in and like peering in a little bit and getting the view of everything, can I have you both just roll perception checks really quickly?
$18 plus 6.
Nice. 24.
15. 12 plus 3. 15.
15. Okay, Siena. Excuse me, P. Can I have you roll a stealth check to see if you're able to avoid the eyes of your friends who are trying to see you?
I'm not there.
Oh, you're not there anymore.
She's in the
You're
library.
not there anymore. I thought you were there still.
Library.
Then Ikto, you're not. You're actually out there, and you're very, very much so being a life of the party here right now, trying to handle things. So you guys do see that Ikto, who you know is guising as the architect and is kind of dressed up accordingly and done prosthetics. You can see him talking at a table nearby, not too far away, with some folks being kind of roped into some gambling. It looks like. You can also see, as you're kind of gauging, there's that giant clock that is marked on the map right in the center, that very decorative, beautiful pendulum clock that seems to be, active in some sort of way. You can catch that there's about 12 gambling tables, and at each of these tables, there's 5 to 6 people. There's a lot of people here. Like there's 6 tables on each side, and it does appear that as the tables go on, it's getting more and more of like a high roller status. It's kind of like easier, maybe lower payers at the very front entrance, and then you kind of make your way up to becoming one of the more power players here. You can also see that Tom is slowly making his way to like a table that seems to be on reserve in the far back corner. That's like this beautiful, longer mahogany table, as if he's seated kind of at the front with all of his guests. So yeah, that's what you guys see right now.
I'm gonna go to the clock. I remember something about that. Also on the way, I'm just gonna look for any cocaine. I know these rich parties just have them on platters. And also hors d'oeuvres, because I'm hungry. But I make my way towards the clock, looking for food and or cocaine.
Wait.
Oh wait, I need you. You're like my cover, because we're like looking for George. Oh, hold on. And then I take Eucalyptus, and I'll be like, if anyone asks, I'm your sub. I'm your sex slave.
No,
like, I know rich people have those.
No,
too. I know rich people have those. Those are a thing.
Those
are a thing.
You already have a cover. You are George's apprentice. Just let me.
That's right. Oh yeah, I better go check out this clock. Make sure it didn't.
Wait, do you know what the clock is? Oh God.
No, I don't. I'm gonna check it out. It might be broken.
No, but don't look until you know, because somebody might be like, "Don't touch that clock."
You can see that.
I'm a carpenter man.
You can also see that Ikto's table is actually the one that's like almost directly in front of it, a little bit to the right of the clock. Like he's at one of those tables nearby it. As you're approaching and walking in. Also, people are passing by with hors d'oeuvres. You see like salmon wrapped with like these little like chives and like cream cheese serving dips. It's very fragrant. It's smells very fresh. There's other people walking around with like these little crostini mushroom cups with like currants and goat cheese in them. It's very fancy as they're all walking around and offering you hors d'oeuvres.
Okay, I grab like 6 of them, as many as I can hold in one hand.
All right, let's go.
Sir, sir, yes, of course.
He's
Okay.
holding it for me.
This is for Eucalyptus. I'm her slave.
No,
you're not. Her sex man. I am her sub.
He's so funny.
I am a rich lady's.
These handymen are just
sex man.
such jokesters. Let's go to Ikto.
I'm trying to make you look rich. You want to look rich? You want to look rich? Rich
I don't
people
want to look like a person with a sex slave who holds food. Okay, so we're walking to Ikto. I mean George.
Yes, you're walking towards George's table. As you're about to approach this, one of the sort of dealers nearby, who seems to be handling one of the tables, kind of stops you and goes, "Excuse me, do you guys have enough to buy in at that table before you go there?"
Oh, of course, sir.
Mistress, may I speak?
No. We do. And in fact, our friend over there is we're just going to say hello, but yes, we have enough to sit at the table.
Okay, just wanted to make sure, because generally speaking, if you go in this area, that's what's expected. So continue on your way. Thank you. And he just kind of goes back to his table and continues to deal out. So yeah, you make your way over to the table with Ikto. He seems to be talking up with about 2 or 3 other people who seem to be kind of keeping to themselves. But there's this one woman who looks very well dressed, beautiful sort of like gold bands all the up and down her arms with this really cool like collar caged front. She has like kind of this beautiful sort of short hair and really cool sort of striped makeup on her face as you're approaching and sitting nearby her. She looks very striking as you're about to take a seat, and she's just kind of leaning forward, and you can hear her whispering to Ikto. So George, are you going to do something about this lighting situation, since this is kind of an issue? But I mean, I'm not trying to, harp on you. If you're here for a good time, you're here for a good time. I understand.
Darling, I've got my best man on it. Do not worry. The lights will be back up in a jiffy before it gets dark out for sure.
Okay, good.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but George, I've recovered.
Darling.
Yes, hello.
You're feeling better?
I'm feeling much better. Can you believe it? I got stuck in the elevator. What's going on with the electricity?
Don't worry. I've got my best man on it. I promise.
Mistress, may I speak?
Oh my gosh.
No, you cannot speak. Well,
and it's my best man here.
Yes,
What?
I am your second best man. Your best man is working on it, and he tells me that he'll be done in like 30 minutes.
I don't believe we've met. George, who is this? I've never seen her before.
Mistress, may I speak?
Whoa! Oh, you've never met Eucalyptus Thunderbird? Wow, I thought someone of your renown would. That's so surprising to me.
Well,
You
I
two
don't
would
get
hit it off
around here. I don't get
that's
around
fair.
here very
Mingle.
much.
Well, where are you from, my darling? And it's a pleasure to meet you. Eucalyptus Thunderbird is the name.
Yes, I'm the daughter of Lord Thunderbird. I'm sure you've heard of him in tales of adventure and virtue.
I think I've heard of him. Let me do a quick history check. It brings up a little bit of a name in the past. Was he quite strong and strapping?
Oh, yes.
Quite handsome man, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, a lot of the tales are about piracy, but that's far overblown.
Oh no, I do believe that's maybe where we encountered him. There's not a lot of people who come through press, but I know that he's made a stop here many moons ago. But yes, I did hear.
Wow, you two are just hitting it off. I love this.
I'm so sorry. I didn't introduce myself, did I? I'm Jem. It's lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet
Jem.
you. Lovely to meet
Ask her
A
to join
name
us.
almost as lovely as the person who holds it.
Would you like to sit at the table? And the buy-in is about 300 gold if you do have it.
I'm not allowed to speak.
Yes, that is.
Or sit.
He's not allowed to speak.
Yes, and he's not
Do
allowed
not
to sit
speak
at the
again.
table either. Obviously, there's no +1s unless you have a elite card, and unless they also can buy in. So it's 300 per seat at the table.
You know, I just realized the lights have been off for a while. I think I better go check on my best man. So it was great seeing you, Jim, darling. It was wonderful to see you. Tea on Tuesday, I believe we
Tea
said.
on Tuesday, I won't
Tea on
forget.
Tuesday, yes. And
Also, if you don't mind, I know that you built this beautiful place, but if you could just keep out of the, second and, even the third floor as much as possible over the next hour, maybe hour and a half or so, that would be best, since Tom is expecting to have some private meetings.
Oh, well, here's the issue. My love here, my darling Eucalyptus has had, no thank you, second best man, I'm good. My darling, my love, Eucalyptus here has had some health issues recently. She keeps fainting. And so if we do have to go up there, it would only be for that. They told us at the entrance that we'd be fine to go up there. But if you say we shouldn't go up there, I'm sure we can probably.
Oh, I was
find
just
another
up there.
place.
It's wonderful. I took
It's
a little
wonderful,
respite
she
up there.
says.
Again, just stay out of the
Ooh.
West Wing and we won't have any problems, George.
Oh, the West. Oh, we were in the East Wing. Oh, fantastic,
I
darling.
have no
All right.
business in the West Wing.
Yeah.
Good.
Ooh.
Be
May
good
I-
to me, okay? Don't make me upset.
Oh, Jim, I would never, darling. I only want to be on your good side. Otherwise, tea on Tuesday would be
Roll-
quite awkward.
Roll a deception check for me right now, please.
Oh, dear.
Very important.
15 plus 7.
Yeah, there's a moment that she's like really trying to make sure that you're not giving her shit. She's like looking into your eyes, and there's a beat, and she kind of lessens, like her demeanor gets a little less defensive, and she goes, okay, good. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. These meetings are way too important to be compromised. All right, I'll see you Tuesday, darling. Bye-bye. And Eucalyptus,
Taki,
you're welcome to
bye.
sit here if you
Oh,
wish.
I just have just a moment. I need to ask him. So I'll be right back.
Yes, go ahead. So the two of you guys pull aside. You guys actually can step in front of that pendulum clock. There's 2 tables on either side of it. You guys want to kind of stand right in front of it, in the center of the room. And yeah, you guys are standing there.
How private is this conversation?
There are people talking all around. Are you trying to see if anyone's listening?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna have you both roll a perception check for me really quick as you're kind of walking. And Chante is carried, he's like got more hors d'oeuvres. So you've grabbed another handful of folks like passing by with this cool like steamed hors d'oeuvre that kind of looks like it has bubbling liquid on the top.
What
Got
did
a 10
you? What
plus
is this?
2.
And then I also tell
perception
Jem.
check? It's a perception check, right?
Perception check, yep.
Okay, 8 plus 3, 11.
I got a 12.
A 12. Yeah, you guys are both a little too distracted, especially with Chante grabbing all of the hors d'oeuvres and eating them nearby. You can't really tell if anybody's eavesdropping, but you try to keep your voices low because there's noise, but it's not private. And Chante, what did you say you were doing again? Really quick.
Oh no, I'm just gonna like stare at Jem and be like, sexy.
She rolls her eyes and goes right back to her work, and you can hear her saying, I don't think I like that man very much. He's very creepy. So you can hear her say that as they continue to play at the table and gamble. Okay, so yeah, Eucalyptus and Ikto.
George,
Yes.
I only have 290 in gold.
We're about to leave. Don't worry. It's fine. Let's go to the art room. And I believe that's where we're meeting up with everyone. I think P should already be there.
Oh, okay. So because I guess we already have all the information we need.
Yeah, we don't need anything else from them. So let's hit.
And what
let's
about
get
this?
the-
Is there something about this clock? Oh, this is a beautiful clock.
I don't know anything about this thing.
Roll a quick investigation check for me, Eucalyptus.
Oh, 16.
Okay. So as you're taking a moment here, what you can see, the way that all of the sort of paintings are hung about, there's a lot of spaces where there's sort of that almost gray coloration against some of the wallpaper because this place is probably quite old, has been redone over many times of the year. You can see that the paintings have created some sort of sun stain or some sort of dust stain on the walls. And so you're kind of looking around and seeing that some things have been recently moved around. As you're looking at the pendulum clock, you notice something very interesting specifically, and you can see in the notes, it says something with the hands. And so you're really recollecting when you were looking at the map that Charlene had given to you, there's something weird with the hands of the clock. And as you're looking at it and the way that it moves, it seems to almost be like ticking, but then beneath it, you can see that there is almost like it's like an agate, and you can see that there's something behind it. And the clock does not match up with the time.
Oh, hold on. I think I know what's going on over here. All right, I put the hands to 6 and 9.
In front of everybody.
No.
Everyone's there's a whole group.
I'm a construction guy just fixing this broken clock here.
Well, it is a custom order clock. So
as you're looking at
it, sex guy fixing this clock.
As you're looking at it as well, you notice something else with a 16. Some of the paintings that have been moved around, you're catching, Azie, and you can see in the corner, one of the ones on the left far side and one of the ones on the right far side that are, one's lifted a little higher, one's lifted a little lower. You can see that ever so slightly, there's a difference in color to the portraits of the eyes. And there's a second that you swear that one of the paintings nearby has like a device that moves the eyes. So somebody can put their eyes in that space and watch. So you're catching that some of the movement here and some of the way the paintings are set up are very deliberate. You can also see that the pendulum clock that you're looking at, even though the timing isn't correct, it's about an hour off. So it's like, okay, so it's moving, but it's exactly an hour off. And as you're looking through that sort of like clear agate material that it is, you can catch there's a very bright shimmer behind it, like a very bright shimmer. And you swear for a moment you see some sort of very bright emerald, like a big bright emerald.
So I think there are watchers in here that can watch through the paintings. Look at the one. Okay, I'm not gonna look. You look. Look at the one on the left. You see the eye? One of the eyes can move, and it's like somebody can look from behind it. Or maybe it's enchanted and somebody's looking for something else. Also, this clock, it's the wrong time, but there's also, I think, like some jewel, like a very large jewel in the face of it.
What?
Behind the agate. I'm not gonna look, I'm turning away.
I'm gonna act like I'm stretching, and I'm just gonna sneak a peek. Sneak a quick sneak. Oh, I'm just so tense from all this gambling. Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I don't know what we do with this information, but I think we should go to the art room.
Yeah, let's go to the art room. This is creepy. I wonder if anyone's been watching us. Anyways, let's go to the art room.
You're not gonna try to put the thing to 6 and 9? That'd be funny.
No, I wouldn't touch it if I were you.
Yeah, there's like 100 people in here.
But you're like a construction guy, sex guy, architect guy. That's what we would do. I don't think
this clock needs any work.
Chante, we're already running a fine line here. I feel like if we just make one mistake, the whole thing's gonna fall apart at this point.
George, George. Don't work all the time.
Oh, but it's my job.
No, leave the clock alone. Today's the time to enjoy ourselves.
As you guys are talking very grandly, you stir the curiosity of somebody making their rounds around this area, which is Tom. So Tom, catching the sort of like overly explosive motion in front of the pendulum clock area, he turns around nearby a table and makes his way towards you all and says, "Oh, it's so good to see you again. George, who are you talking with in such a familiar tone? I don't think I know this person."
Oh, have you not met my love? Oh, Oh my
Well,
darling.
love is a strong word.
Love is an incredibly
well,
strong word, and
that's kind
I
of
won't
It's kind of a
revise
shame.
it.
It's not that I'm like, asking for her name or anything for any particular reason. Do you want to roll a quick insight check on Tom?
Yeah.
Me? Or
Yeah, Eucalyptus and Ikto. And Chante if he's curious and not shoving his face.
Oh, I'm curious when it comes to
I got a
people
10 +
hitting on
4.
people.
oh no. I got 8.
Okay.
6 + 4.
Okay.
Awful.
Well, Tom rolled a bone.
Mm.
So this is what happens when he
Oh,
approaches.
It's so obvious.
This is what happens when he approaches. He goes, "Who is this woman that you're talking to who looks really good in that armor?" And it's just like, I don't, someone this good looking at my place. It's really hard for me not to say hi, and that I need a companion in my life. I work too much. Mondays, right? Every day is a Monday here, and I could really use someone making my days less that.
Can I pull Thomas aside?
Eucalyptus. Ask him to be your sex guy. You'll have a harem. It's what people do.
It's so
Rich people
lovely
do it all
to
the time.
meet you.
And he kind of
I've
just
heard
like goes, "Oh, that was so not smooth. That was so not
Hey.
smooth."
Hey, darling, Tom, darling.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
love you so much, but you're like up here right now, and I feel like you could definitely like bring it down quite a bit. You're a strapping, fine young man. Any woman would be lucky to have you as a partner or sex servant.
No, that's not true. That's not what.
Tom.
Listen.
Tom,
Have you met Milson, Miss Dr. Milson? She rejected
Hello,
me.
Dr. Mills.
She rejected me all those years ago. She's got just beautiful,
Tom.
bold red lips and that. Anyway, it's just been a long
Tom,
time. Okay.
Do you need an embrace? Do you need a hug?
You know what I could use? I could use somebody to go upstairs with.
I'll do it.
I feel weird about offering my companion, my darling, to you. But if she would like to go, I'm completely open to her making her own mind up.
We don't have to do anything. If I'm just kind of we can just hang. You can just hang out.
Oh,
We can just talk about life.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm Eucalyptus. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
I've
Yes,
heard
I'm Tom
lovely things about
Starbuckle.
you,
I'm the
Tom.
mayor. I'm the mayor of everything.
You're right. Yes, you are. And a wonderful town you have. And I've enjoyed my time at the party so far.
It's not often that I get to meet a woman as fine as you. I mean, George, thank God, you're kind of, you're mostly just interested in the other sort, because I would be, I would be all over. Thank you for bringing her to me.
Tom, as somebody who is able to court people pretty well, I would like to say that I don't think that any potential companion's ever going to really like this type of power play. It just seems like it's coming from a malicious place.
To tell you the truth, I love it.
Oh.
I
stand
like
corrected.
a strong man who says exactly what he wants.
Oh.
And
Okay.
I have been upstairs, but I haven't seen all of it. I would like to take a little tour, maybe.
Yes, if you're not from here, I mean, I would love to give you a tour.
Okay.
I mean it. If she's into it, George, come on, be my wingman. She's into it,
Eucalyptus, you can make up your own mind about anything. You know where me and my handyman will be.
I believe I'm with them. I'm her sex man as well.
Oh,
now I'm conflicted.
I need you to
do.
These lights are still not working.
Tom, there was a thing between us, right? You like sex man, right?
No, that's just jokes. The lowbrow humor of the downstairs folk.
This is my unpaid apprentice, and I make him carry my hors d'oeuvres and make sex jokes. But now he and I have to go. But Eucalyptus,
you're making her look poor.
If you
Rich
need
people
us.
have sex guys.
Hey, she looks like Eucalyptus has the sex guy figured out already. Tom's here. Hey, good luck, buddy. She's a strong woman. Eucalyptus.
Tom, if you ever need a sex
yourself.
guy, I'll be your sex guy.
He'll be your sex guy if you ever need one.
George, I really have to tell you, you need to fire some of the workers that you hire. They're just not They're really, sometimes they do a horrible job, and that's why I have to
You
keep
have
bringing you in.
no fucking idea how much I agree with you sometimes.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
This
with
is-
like your broken clock.
Okay,
Your clock
okay.
is broken.
Yes,
We
sir.
should fix that clock, right? With your broken clock.
Maybe keep your eyes off the clock and do other things that your boss tells you to. Be a good little student. And he
Oh, you wanna
turns
be my
towards
boss?
he turns towards Eucalyptus and he goes, "Would you?" And he kind of offers his arm up.
Of course.
And everyone in the area kind of looks to you two. As you make your way out very quickly, Tom, you do notice that one larger, taller figure that's probably about 7.5 feet tall is kind of trailing behind you, about 3 or 4 feet. And as he's making his way out of this main entrance hallway, you also catch as Tom is walking forward, he goes, "One moment, Eucalyptus, I just need to talk with some other folks real quick." And he
Of
walks
course,
over.
certainly.
He walks over to the other group of 2 or 3 folks that sort of spread out and were congregating around. He talks to 2 of them that left and started to scope out things together. And he whispers very quickly to them as he's talking. The only person close enough to hear any sort of whispering would be Eucalyptus. So as your ears are kind of tuning in, can I have you roll a quick perception check?
Sorry, I can't get out my. Sorry, wait, guys. Okay. I think it's 3. Let's see. Yeah. So 15 plus 3.
Nice, 18. So you take a moment and you kind of listen in. You can hear parts of the whispering conversation. You can hear him say, "Yes, no, I might need a little bit more time. Yes, so let's make it 6 o'clock. That's the expected it. Oh, you overheard what? There's somebody here who shouldn't be here? Okay, I'll keep my eyes open. And he kind of like, his brain stirs on that. And then you can hear him say, "Yeah, okay, I'll see you upstairs then." And that's about it. And he makes his way back over to you. And he goes, "Shall we?"
Yes. Of course.
And you make your way through. So as this is going on, Chante and Ikto are still back there. We're going to cut to P and good old Jarf and Charlene all in the library very quietly trying to handle this. You guys did hear the tail end of what sounded like a breakout for Eucalyptus from the elevator. But once the guards exit and leave, which is no more than a few minutes, you guys do feel like you don't hear anything in the hallway anymore. And you're just in the library.
Jarfield, you have to speak up a little bit more than that. They're gone.
You're a little quiet.
Sorry. I'm so used I'm invisible, so I'm so used to being stealthy. Okay, so it sounds like Eucalyptus is safe. Wait, how did you get up here? What's happening?
Yes.
I came up here. We're in here to find a thing. I was supposed to help you guys, and now I'm here. I did my. Do you guys not believe in me?
No, I was impressed. Thank you for coming, because this door would have been locked otherwise. But did the plan go wrong? I thought you were supposed to be on the main floor with all the gambling. Did everything go okay?
Yeah, I mean, that was out of the plan. I was not supposed to be there, I thought, and I did go there, but like, it's fine. We're figuring it. Plans are like, things, and sometimes they're different, and sometimes they're good, and sometimes they're bad, but often they're in between. So let's do it. Let's kill the bad guy. Let's do whatever the fuck we're doing. What are we doing?
Okay, so I think that if I remember correctly, this library is also a meeting room. There's supposed to be a big meeting here. I assume it's probably supposed to be in this room. There's also a room nearby that only tabaxis can go into that I really want to check out. I'm not totally sure how to get there. I think that we got 2 options. I think that one option is that we go pull that piece of leather off the door, relock the door, hide here, and then whoever shows up, we jump them and take their stuff. Or we can bolt out of this room and figure out the tabaxi room and do that. Are there windows? Is there another entrance or exit to this room? We need to kind of figure out the lay of the land of this room before we make that call.
Yeah,
Yes.
I want to look for the tabaxi room.
Also, this room is supposed to change over, so we have to be careful with the things that we move. We don't want to store too much. Keep track if you step on something or something happens. Just
I
keep your
knock
eyes
over a
open.
chair after she says that.
Okay. Well, that's one thing. And she leans over and she breaks it back up and sets it back up. So let's have the three of us all roll investigation checks as we're looking through the room.
13 plus 2, 15.
12.
12. Okay. So as you guys are walking around, there's a couple of things that you can catch. Most like distinguishably, I guess, there does seem to be sort of like a couple of these things that are books, but most of them are not books. Most of them are shelves designed to look like books, but you can catch that there's some sort of book maybe on most of these shelves that maybe like if you pull, it would like drop down into like meeting couches, tables, desks, who knows what, right? So each of these shelves and their thickness doesn't equate to the size of the books on the shelf. And then as you're kind of touching the books, you're realizing it's like made of wood or some sort of material that makes it false shelves. And then once in a great while, you can catch that there are actual books nearby, but it's maybe out of the shelves of like 200 books, there's like 5 books in them. So as you're kind of noticing the discoloration, that's what P catches. Jarfield, what did you roll again?
15.
15. Okay. So as you're walking around, and Charlene also catches this, you can see on the ground that there are track marks. These are all rolling shelves. So you take a beat and you realize that inside of the actual library, and it's not on the map, so I'll just describe this to you so you actually know what it looks like. There's these gigantic looking shelves. There's about, I would say 8 of them, 4 on one side, 4 on the other, and they're all perfectly lined up right now, like 2 shelves, 2 shelves, 2 shelves, 2 shelves, with an alleyway in the middle, essentially. You can see that there's different tracks that run along the bottom, and you can see that the tracks on the bottom seem to be both like curved, they're straight signs, and you can see that like there's tracks almost everywhere in the design, so you're able to move things into different patterns. Jarfield, what you can see is on the other side of where these, like there's this exterior shelf that wraps around too. And you also catch a similar situation. Like these are not real shelves. These are mostly like things that must pull down or drop down in some sort of way. But you do catch on the far side to where you believe maybe there is some room that you can't see a door or access to. You swear that you see a bookshelf that like kind of allows you to look in the middle of the 2 of them, and you think that there's some sort of false door or some sort of door there that you could access, but you don't know how. You don't see a handle, you don't see anything.
Okay, so looking at it, these are all shelves that like presumably if you pull some of these books, they'll turn into like benches and stuff like that for secret meetings. I think I see like what looks like a secret door over there. So I'm gonna go and pull the book off of the shelf that looks the fakest, the closest to where that fake door is.
Okay, so you take a beat, and as you go up to this shelf and try to get the any of the books out of it that are real books that can move out or something, some sort of device, maybe it's a lock device, you can't even like, it budges maybe half an inch and you can't move it.
Okay, are there any other books around that I can pull or push?
So you make your way around, and you guys all notice this, and Charlene also notices this. I want to also catch that and mention that Charlene also notices on the far end of the library, there's just a broom that's just sitting there kind of doing nothing. So there's just like this broom sitting there. She hasn't gone near it. She just notices it. So as you guys are walking around, you each try to grab these different books and nothing seems to be moving until you get to the very first shelf that you first walked in and saw. You guys kind of touch each one of them and roll a quick perception check for me.
Uh, 16 plus 5, 21.
Nice.
19.
Yay.
Nice. You can catch that one book seems to be more disturbed or more recently pulled out or touched than others. And as you're looking at the spine of it, realizing that this is probably the book that you need to pull out, you quickly see this like on its spine that says The Story of Color.
Okay, so I guess we should pull this book, right?
Yeah, touch it, Jarfield.
Okay, I hope this doesn't kill me. Pull.
Okay, So you take a moment and you pull out the book. Very quickly, you can hear some sort of like unlocking device, some sort of movement or shifting as you pull it out, and you can hear mechanically like there's some sort of movement, and you look down at the rolling sort of feet of the bottom of the shelves, and you can see that it's now movable. The shelf can move now.
Okay, so now that this unlocked that, let's go and try that door that's across the potentially secret door across the room. Also, Charlene, did you see anything weird? You've been real quiet.
Yes, I noticed that there's just that broom in the corner that I don't know if it's for cleaning or what, but there's a broom.
That's really...
I run over to the broom and pull it like a lever.
Okay, the moment that you run over to it, it animates and it starts to fly up and it starts to swing around and it goes to attack you. So let's roll a quick. You know what? It's a surprise attack against UP, so I actually have to tell you what it does. It sweeps up and it goes and it just smacks you across the face. It's going to be an advantage to hit because it's a surprise attack. What is your AC?
13.
Yeah, with a 19, it definitely hits you. It smacks you across the face for a total of it's 4 bludgeoning damage. As the broom
Kidding me?
No. The broom animates and it goes over and it just whacks you against the face. So you've just been smacked across the face by a broom. Everyone roll initiative. Here goes. Oh man.
4.
4 for Pete.
Also a 4.
Oh no, and Charlie rolled a 2.
Aw.
And what's your dexterity modifiers, you two? Because you both got 4.
+3.
Oh, +4.
Nice. So P's actually first then. And then Jarfield's next. And then I gotta roll for the item. Wow. Okay. Well, this broom is fast because it's gonna go first. So real quickly, it goes up and smacks P in the face if she wants to say anything as it goes to attack her.
What?
And then it's gonna hit you again. So what is your AC again, friend?
It's 13.
13. All
I
right.
don't want to die by a broom.
All right. That is going to roll to hit for a non-natural 20. And then a 7 does not hit. So the first attack goes up and it goes to hit you and it smacks you again for 7 points of bludgeoning damage as it whacks you upside the face.
This is bad.
That is its turn. Next up is P. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna slash it in half with my short sword.
Okay, roll to hit.
13.
13 does not hit as you're like trying to, it's a broom and it's flying everywhere and it's like hitting you and batting at you and you're like trying to cut at it and you miss. But you have a second attack. Do you want to try hitting it again?
Yeah, I do.
All right, roll to hit.
19.
All right, that'll hit. Roll for damage.
Okay. So, and then I haven't been in a battle in a while.
You should have stretched beforehand.
Right?
Seriously.
4 plus 2 is 6.
6. Nice. Yeah, you take a moment, you take out that dagger, you just like start slicing at the tip of the broom. Parts of it go flying. You have to kind of cough as it's like going to hit you. But yeah, you successfully hit the broom. It is now Jarfield's turn.
I'm not gonna let wait, am I still invisible?
Yeah.
Does that give me any sort of like sneak attack ability or anything to it?
You could get an advantage and you only have a few minutes left of the invisibility anyway.
Okay, I'm not gonna let a broom beat my friend up. I sneak attack that thing with attack that thing with my let's see, I'm gonna say rapier.
All right, roll with advantage as you go to attack.
Okay. First one was a 17. Second one was a 13. So I'm gonna take the 17.
And that will hit. Roll for damage.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and that was I got a +5 too, so it was
yeah. More than enough. More than enough.
Damage is 6, and
nice.
then I think I get a second attack too, so I'm gonna like also.
Yeah, if you have dual wield.
I'm
Yeah.
also gonna
Kill the
slash it
broom.
with my dagger. Oh yeah, the thing's going down.
Roll again.
Kill it.
Do I get this with advantage too, or is that
No,
just the
because your invisibility drops.
Oh,
after the first
no.
attack, and now you can be seen.
Okay, I rolled a 1.
Oh no. So in your like sort of intensity, I'll say that you like kind of take a beat and you accidentally stab and go into the leg of P. So can I have your roll damage for P with that natural one? That
Okay.
bone?
Sorry. Also, this is payback from when you did this to me several times. Damage on this is 4.
Yeah, stab P for 4 and piercing when you, because this broom is like flying and batting everywhere, and you kind of are trying to hit it, and you end up accidentally nicking P. I'll say in the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm dead. I just fell down.
Oh no.
Can I use in that case, since I have a bonus action?
You do not, because if you have dual wield, you use that bonus action to burn the second attack.
Okay,
When
got
you're playing a certain character, so
She's
you do
not
not.
dead, is she?
She's not dead. She's definitely
Oh.
unconscious though, and bleeding out a bit on the floor of
I've
the
got
library.
death. It says death saves to roll.
Not yet, but on your turn you will, unless somebody can heal you next round. So we'll see how that all goes. Charlene is like, and she kind of gets into full cat mode as she leaps forward, and she goes
Yeah, girl,
to
get it.
attack with her claws. The first attack is with a 7, doesn't hit. The second one does, as she uses her hands and her sassy claws to, oh wow, she hits it enough to kill it. So she takes a beat. When she goes forward, she unleashes her claws and she's like, and she just goes full cat on it, tearing it up, and like gets really angry and like puts the handle in her mouth and like throws it away like it's a bird, and it
Turns that
flies
broom
again.
into a scratching post.
Yep, and it flies to the other side of the room and it drops down, no longer active. So first, because of the rounds, P, can I have you roll a death save? Just to
Yes.
see where we
I roll
go.
that. What I'd use a D20 for that one.
D20, and no adds, no minuses, just the D20.
12.
All right, that's one pass. But now it's Jarfield's turn as he can act. And do you want to do anything? Because I think you might have things up your sleeve.
Okay. First thing that I'm going to do after Charlene destroyed that broom is I'm going to look at her and just go, "Yeah, girl." And then now that I said that, I'm going to look at P and I'm going to say, let's see, healing word. Sorry about stabbing you and killing you.
And then roll for her healing.
Rolling for healing. 4.
4. So yeah, P, you cough up some blood as some of your wounds close up for 4 hit points as you open your eyes slowly. And Charlene and Jarfield are standing over you.
Okay, so let's pick this broom up and put it back where it was and try to make it look not beat up.
Okay, it's in pieces. This is
Yeah.
not working.
Barely certain whoever's broom that is, they're going to know that we did this.
Okay, in that case, we're just gonna take this broom and just like sweep it aside. So it's we're hiding it somewhere. And
Yes.
now, P, are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I guess let's push this door aside. Let's push this thing aside and get to the secret door.
All right. All right.
Do you need any help with anything, dear P? You seem a
No,
little out of it.
I'm good. I'm fine. I did not just get my ass kicked by a broom. Everything is fine. So let's go in this room. And I go to shove my way into the room.
Okay, so what you do is you walk forward into the shelf and you can't like get in, and you like kind of grab it and you try to pry the books again and it won't move. Nothing's moving.
Well, Jarfield?
Well, it looks like when we pulled that book, maybe it's got to be an immediate thing. Maybe we've got to pull that book and then immediately move it. So I'm going to go across the room, pull this book, and then Charlene, right after I pull it, I want you to start moving some of the other books to see if it causes some of the shelves to move. And then P, you try to open that door. Okay, cool. 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
Okay. So as you guys begin to make your way around, you try to find ways to like potentially grab things. It doesn't seem like anything's moving. None of the other shelves have unlocked, only that very first shelf. So as you guys are kind of walking around and looking, she goes up to that Charlene goes up to that main shelf again, and she kind of goes on rolls it a little bit, and you can see that like it's moving. And she goes, "Hey guys, I think that this might be a puzzle."
Oh, we're bad at puzzles.
Yeah, we're definitely not the puzzle. Jarfield, do you have any matches?
I have a bomb. I pull out my bomb and hold it up.
And then Betsy slowly pulls out the bomb, will cut back to the main action. I mean, on the main floor. We're back with let's go with Eucalyptus really quick as she's being led up the stairs. You get kind of lit up as he's kind of talking with you, creating some small talk. And again, 4 feet behind him, and there is that sort of like gigantic sort of guard walking and following as he's describing his beautiful sort of meeting grounds. And he goes, so yeah, so this is not really like my home. You see, I was a really hard worker, and I lived a really long life. Yeah, just like the grind and everything. I was just so exhausted. And then eventually, you know, once I realized the power of capitalism, and I, instead of letting it, you know, destroy me, I embraced it and took on the dark side of it. I honestly have just been, you know, still miserable, but at least I'm rich. And, you know, that's kind of, you know, where I've gone since.
It is a comfort to be rich, isn't it?
It is. You know, I come from a simple place. I come from a small town, and yeah, you know, I used to.
So you've really risen in your life. That's so inspiring. I'm so inspired.
Yeah. So I just took everything that I hated, and now it's on everybody else. So, you know, we can all be miserable together. And that's.
I love that this gives us a look into how Kelly feels about Garfield creator Jim Davis.
I'm not saying that's the case. That's not true at all.
A fictional character.
Jim, we want you on the show real bad.
Oh, that'd be
alive?
sick. Oh yeah, he's alive.
Yeah, Jim, we want you on the show.
And we want you alive. We want you to keep
Yeah.
living, being strong.
You're not a slave to capitalism.
No, this has nothing to do with you.
Jim Davis,
so,
I love you.
So yeah, he's like describing all of this as he's going around. And he says, is there any particular thing that you'd be curious about? I mean, I have a beautiful room full of different paintings I collected over the years. I have a beautiful spread of different jewels and very, very rare armors and interesting artifacts from around the world. I mean, nothing that, you know, we can take out of it, but I could show you.
Well, what is your favorite room?
My bedroom.
All right. What's your second favorite room?
Oh, second favorite. Yeah. I like the billiard room's kind of nice, I guess, or the reading room. I really like to read. I take a lot of pleasure in reading.
Well, you know, me personally, I like to see where all the power is, you know? I mean, I wouldn't call myself power hungry, but I wouldn't call myself power shy either.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Keep going.
So, you know, where do things like happen?
Oh, like as in like in the bedroom, or like are you talking more like actually where do my meetings occur?
No, I'm sure you're very powerful in the bedroom.
I don't
but
know.
I meant like, you know, rich people stuff. You know, us rich people. I just love seeing, like, I don't know, it gets me in the mood, you know?
Right.
See, just feel the energy of a place where secrets are kept and
I guess I could take you to my meeting room. It's really cool. It moves around and like there's things that flip around. Like I could show you the meeting room.
Oh, is it enchanted?
No, it's just there's a lot of technical elements to it.
Right. Yeah, I'd love to see it. I'd love to I don't know, be a part of the action in any way that I can, you know.
Yeah, no, I'll take you there right now. I mean, we have to leave in a little bit because I do have a meeting going on there a little while.
Really?
But yeah, nothing crazy. It's just
well, what are you getting up to?
I can't talk to strangers about that, but if you want, maybe in a few months we'll be, or weeks or days or hours we'll be more than strangers.
I don't know. It's just power, you know. I know I have a strange type of sexuality. Okay.
I'm figuring it out, my girl, and I like it. I don't know what mine used to just be like I used to be really attracted to just like doctors and stuff, like really smart, powerful women. Again, Dr. Wilson was like freaking hot. Like I couldn't go to a doctor's appointment without being like, whew, she's hot. But you know, I like powerful women. I need a powerful woman beside me.
Yeah, and I know for me, it's just like I can't really get in the mood unless there's some intrigue or like I don't know. I just have to be a part of things. It just gets me going.
Okay, follow me. Come on. I'll bring you to the meeting room. So he brings you upstairs in the direction from whence you came. He's bringing you towards the elevator and towards the main meeting room where currently several of your friends are now in and moving the library books around. So as this is happening, as Eucalyptus is getting led up the stairs and to the second room, which is the meeting room.
I thought they had gotten through. Oh.
We'll see how this all plays out. We'll go back real quickly to Ikto and Chante on the main floor.
I'm trying to get the plan going. I didn't know.
Hey, Chante, let's get to the art room and wait for everyone else. You know, it really makes sense, the mad incel vibes I'm getting from Tom Starbuckle. Like, just thinking about this whole, like, town and stuff. Makes sense that dude is, like, on some weird forum level, some 4chan shit or something. I don't know. Weird. Let's go to the art room.
Sorry, I found these. Okay, so they just had like a bunch of cigarettes. And normally I don't like that, but they like lace them with opium. So I'm getting a little bit of a buzz. It's not a lot. These guys, I think they have low tolerance.
Let's just,
So like,
okay,
yeah. No. But here's the thing. You should have let me go with him because I would have banged him. And then would have solved all of our problems. But like Eucalyptus, I don't know if she's, maybe, but like,
well,
I think that would have been the plan.
You know, you're high right now. Or
just
you're
a little bit.
be.
These
just a
are
little
weak.
bit.
I've had like
Don't you want to go look at some
they lace
pretty
them with something.
paintings? Don't you want to go look at some pretty little Baroque paintings and their
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, let's go check out the art room. I'm sure
you're
it
about
looks
to
like
leave.
the electrical problem might have came in the art room.
As you're about
We
to
don't need to let
leave,
people know where we're going.
Jem grabs you by the shoulder, Ikto, as
Oh.
you're about to leave, and she turns you around and she goes, "Where are you going? And why are you bringing that really high worker with you? This is dangerous."
Yeah, I'm
Oh no.
darling, I am taking him to go fire him
Oh,
and get him out of this environment. I'm firing my HR department too. I'll say that as well, because they have done some awful hiring on my behalf. And I thought that a respected architect would be able to get some good work around here, but instead I have opium smoking dolts. It's truly an issue. But
truly
I
overdue.
can't-
Hey, puppet, let me do you one solid, right? One second. Hey, you. And she looks to you and she
Yes.
says, "Listen to him. I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me."
Okay. 3 + 4.
Something overtakes your brain in the moment, Chante. And Ikto, you just see her like eyes like listen in this strange light as you see Chante kind of go into this strange trance and then look to you obligingly. And she goes, "He's going to listen to everything you say and he won't even be a problem anymore, at least for the next hour."
Thank you so much. I'm still going to fire him.
But at least he won't throw a fit. So even if you fire him and tell him to go, he'll go willingly. He'll do anything you say for the next hour. I told him to.
Oh, you told him to? What was that? Was that magic?
We all have our magic, darling. Why would you
we
suspect
all have our
anything
magic.
outside of it? There's a reason that some of us are in these positions, and there's a reason why this is all going on. And I mean, I've had to use it a few times on different folks. I mean, what is it to any of us? You have magic, I do.
Yeah, I have magic. You have magic. We all have our little magic. Oh, we have.
Ikto,
we have
may
a
I
fun,
whisper
us-
in your
us
ear?
rich folk- What?
Who
Ikto,
was
may I
Ikto?
whisper in your ear?
Who is Ikto?
George. Sorry, I'm nervous from being fired. George, may I whisper in your ear?
No.
Okay then.
Yeah. So you just like, for a second, you just nod willingly. And Chante, you are considered charmed right now. I am going to pull up the specific spell so you know how she used it on you, and I'll tell you. So it's all right. So it's a little confusing because she charmed you and the spell is coming from her. Does that make any sense? So you're listening kind of to what she told you to do to him. So you're not really like listening to just Ikto, you're listening to her command, which was listen to him. Like you have to listen to your friend here. So you are considered charmed. You have to obey the verbal commands that she gives you. If you suffer any like harm, so if like someone hurts you or anything like that, you can try to save again against this. But just so you know, this is actually an effect that might last a little bit longer. I'll keep you posted as to what happened to you, but you have to listen to Ikto for the next hour because she explicitly said. Okay.
As a magic user, am I able to try and find out the specifics of this spell? Because I'm worried that like.
Ooh, okay, roll an Arcana check for me as you saw her
Thank
just cast
you.
that spell. Yeah, it's a good question.
13 plus. Oh no, that was a 5 plus 2.
You don't know the spell. You've
Shit.
seen spells like this, like kind of like there's some sort of charming spell, but you have no idea what it was.
All right.
Well,
Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. I wish I had your power of forced obedience. It is really a gift.
You won't tell
see-
anybody about it, right? Because this is my gift, and I don't have to use it on somebody
Darling,
else.
This will just be our little secret. I'll keep it.
Okay, tea on Tuesday. I can't wait.
Tati, bye.
Ta-ta. Be a good little boy. As she looks to you, Chante, and she gives you this finger that points, and she points to your friend here and tells you to follow. Okay.
That was hot. That was really hot. You should invite her to be in our thing. That was hot. We should do this. No,
I don't know how that would work out.
She could be like our queen and like step on us.
Can I? Are we? Did we leave the dining room now?
Yeah, so you guys are starting to make your way outside back into the main entrance hall area.
Is there anyone around?
Yes, there's like 4 or 5 guards, and as you guys are walking into this space, 2 or 3 of them seem to be looking around for somebody. One of them stops and points to Chante and goes, "You're the one we've been looking for. You were the one who went outside and like caused that chaos with that kid and then ran in as a dog. It was you."
You mean the high kid? I think you might be high, because running in as a dog? What? That's weird.
No, it's
you
this
must
man.
be mistaken. This is my obedient apprentice. What happened?
Well, he was walking around and then he tried to push drugs on one of our guards, and then ended up causing all this chaos, and it ended up almost hurting this kid and killing this kid, and then he ran inside and changed into a dog into the house. This is all the news that we've been looking for him.
You're
and some other
believing this
person.
kid who thinks I turned into a dog? I think the kid might be high.
No, there was another guard on the other side who saw you transform into a dog.
I think they might be doing drugs together.
I'm sorry, sir. We're gonna have to take you in for questioning. Clearly, this man is compromised and he's in a very highly secured location.
I'm trying to turn back on the electricity. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm going to need my apprentice for just, I'd say, another hour and a half at least, so that I can get the electricity back on and running. But after that, I'm more than happy to turn you over. In fact, he's charmed right now.
As long as 2 of us can
has-
accompany you, because we do not trust him. So, and he kind of whistles, and then 2 of the guards nearby walk
Yes,
forward.
we have to go over to the art room really fast to
As
just
long as
check
they accompany you, we will be accompanying you along the way. Mhm.
They can absolutely accompany us.
Thank you.
Let's go.
All right, so 2 guards behind you guys now walking forward as you pass through this area. Where do you guys want to go and head towards?
Art room for sure.
All right, you guys are be heading towards the art room, which is directly to the right as you open it up and very quickly see surrounding this area a bunch of different art pieces. So you guys are currently in there. Let's go back real quick to P and Jarfield, as everyone's in there. You guys had just fought that broom, and then Charlene had kind of been like, "Oh, I think this might be a puzzle." So you guys are standing in there.
Can we hear anything outside? Because Eucalyptus and John.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay, so I've got this bomb. I don't really want to use it quite yet, but like it's an option. So
I think if anyone comes in, we use the bomb.
Yeah, I think that if anybody comes in, we got a couple options, and bomb is definitely.
I think
one
we
of
have
those
one
options.
option. I think we have one option.
I also have we've got a lot of other stuff we could do. I'm a cat. I can do some cute things. Okay, so let's try to push these shelves around. Let's see if we can figure out like what this puzzle does.
Okay, let's go. So as she elicits the help of you guys, you're able to kind of move the shelf and you can see it moves left and right. You can catch that the tracks and the way that they move right now are kind of confusing in terms of the pattern. It looks like it can make different shapes. But this particular shelf seems to just move into the far corner into sort of like an arced position or to the far right-hand corner. It kind of makes like a arc shape for it. So you can rather move it to the right or to the left.
I'm gonna move it to the right.
Okay, so you do so and you move to the right. As you're doing that, there's the other shelves around too. And that's about it.
So let's move. I feel like these move into specific shapes. I think let's try to move them into a square. That seems like an easy shape.
Yeah, sure. This is the nerd plan. Let's do it. We're gonna
Yeah,
move
I also
the
feel very dorky
shelves.
about this. Charlene, what do we do?
I don't know, but I think that what we have to do is obviously figure out the pattern in some sort of way, right?
Yeah.
So the first book, what was the first book you pulled? What did it say?
It said something about like letting the color out.
Story of color.
Story of color.
So I don't know what that means, but let's go look at these other shelves and see if we can put two and two together.
Oh, okay,
So-
yeah. Let's check out these other
Does
books.
Story of Color open up the book? Can I
So
look
yeah,
in it?
so you look through it and you open it and it's completely blank.
This room's dumb.
I hate this. I should have stayed downstairs.
Yeah, we should have just.
Okay.
We shouldn't have left that pub that we met at like a year. Like I don't know. We were doing fine. We were hanging out with a family and
We were
jovial.
having a good time.
were
And now
doing
we're in
great.
this room with the books.
Now it's like
Okay.
you and Charlene are almost dead. I'm probably. Oh man, this sucks.
Story of Color. Okay.
I will
let's- I'm
say
gonna
that
look-
the actual writing on it is illuminated in gold and the book itself has a black book cover.
Okay, so there's no colors on this book, Story of Color. I want to look at the other books we've been yanking on. What color are those books?
So yeah, so none of the books are budging, right? So like there's loose
Mhm.
books, but like nothing quite budges. And each shelf has about 5 different books that seem to be movable, but that you can't move.
Okay, so the name of that book is The Story of Color. What that makes me think about is rainbows or color wheels. And that makes me think of Roy G. Bibb, which is like the order of the color in rainbows or color wheels. So I think that we should do is try to find the books that correspond to the colors of the rainbow and then push the bookcases around into the shape of a rainbow or the order of that color wheel and see if that does anything.
All right, as you say that, Charlene goes, "This is why I used to sleep with you."
Oh, damn.
And then we're gonna take a quick break right there as we
No,
get
P
back
needs to
to
say
one of
that
the
she
act-
wishes she was dead. I wish I was dead.
And then
now.
while
I
that's
wish.
happening, I'm like nuzzling against Charlene, and I'm like, "Oh, kitty."
as it gets a little cat steamy as you guys roll around a little bit in that torn up broom.
is the hell.
So we're gonna take a quick break right there as the plot continues and thickens in the 9 lives. We'll be right back.
Yay!
We're back, everybody. Hello. To D&D, the game where you technically can't win the game, you just play it.
Wait,
we're gonna win it though.
No, I
feel
think
like
that we're
that's
gonna
a
win
out.
it.
I'm out.
I feel real good about the next 5 minutes of this game.
And that's it.
All right. So we're going to cut to where we were before after Charlotte and Jarfield were kind of cozying up to one another. Eucalyptus and good old Tom are perusing that second floor, and he's bringing you in the direction of the library, which is technically the meeting room. But then you stop and you kind of point at the elevator. Because he's like, what's that? He points at the elevator.
Yeah, I was. It's so crazy. I was stuck in that elevator. It's just nuts to think about. Just a few minutes ago, I was feeling so faint.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Do you still feel okay? Do you still feel all right? We're
I'm
just
a
about to
little
head into here.
tired.
This is technically the meeting room, so
Oh,
I can show you around. I can pull on some of the shelves and show you how it turns into a whole meeting thing. It's really cool. It's quite interactive.
That is really special.
Yes, as long I unfortunately we had to be out of there. I just have to. We pop in and I'll show you what it looks like, and then we have to leave.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right, because you have business.
Yes, it's a meeting room for a reason. Meetings.
You're so funny.
Roll Azie, in the back of your mind that is the meeting room when you split up with Jarfield and Charlene. That's the room they're going into, that they were going to investigate and look around. Do you want to do anything about that? Because he's about to walk into it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab him and kiss him.
Oh. Okay,
Rough.
so as he's about to take a step forward, you realize that you have set yourself up to accidentally walk into the room that is kind of the room where your friends are all investigating, and you turn him around and you kiss him. Roll a quick persuasion check with advantage, because that's a good move.
Well, I got 18
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
plus 4.
It's a very
Oh.
persuasive kiss.
You
did
tell
it.
me. What are you doing?
There's so much tongue. No, I'm kidding. I just spin him around and go for it.
Yeah, and like you pit him against the
Pit him
wall. Like you
against
have your
the
armor
wall.
on. You look very regal with that beautiful gold scarf shawl that you had been using. To
Wait,
kind
didn't
of.
somebody take that from me though?
Yeah, I took it to give it to P.
Oh,
Yeah, so I don't have that anymore.
oh, okay. Well, even so, you look pretty good in your armor, and so you'd like pin him very strongly against the wall. You start like licking his face. As this is happening, he like comes out for air, and he goes, "Oh God, it's been so long since I've kissed. I can't remember what it was like. This is so great. Where do you want to? You. It's your call. You have me for the next 30 minutes or so. And then I gotta go do that.
Right. Well, I'm thinking
The meeting room. We can turn everything over, and we can keep meeting each other.
Wait, can we hear this?
Faces.
Can we
no,
hear this from the
you
meeting room?
cannot hear this. No, not
Got
at
it.
all.
no, just all this talk of like secrets meetings and stuff is just, I don't know. It's just tingles
I can show you more secrets.
Yeah.
You want to know a secret?
I think I need to know more secrets.
Okay. Well, shh. He puts his finger up to your lips. Shh. Do you trust me?
No, not yet. I don't. But
I need you to trust me. If you want to know where the secrets are, I'll bring you to my secret room. There's a secret room.
like your bedroom?
No, it's a secret room. You get to it through a piano, but I can't tell you more than that.
Oh, like in the music room?
Yeah, well, it's a special door that leads to a special place. But for what we're about to do, it could be pretty fun.
I would love to see it. And we only have 30 minutes. We better hurry up.
Okay, yeah, well, I don't take long, so it's all right.
Wow.
Not saying that was a
Smooth.
surprise, because it was.
He takes your hand, and he is going to start bringing you downstairs. He brings you to the left, down the stairs that lead back down to the main floor. And as that is happening, we're going to go back to Jarfield and P and Charlene. So as you had said that, Jarfield, really quickly and kind of investigated this space, what you catch is that the different shelves, depending on how they would move to make that like arc pattern that you really want to make with a rainbow, it takes a little bit of time, but on one of the nearby shelves, you do catch a book that seems to have the color red. You also catch a book that seems to detail the stories of a captain. Like the book in itself is not the color red, but there's a story of Captain Red. So you find 2 books on a nearby shelf that both have the story to do with like red, but one book is physically red and one book has a story of red.
So what is the name of the book that is red in color?
Captain Red. The story of Captain Red.
You were saying there were 2 books. There was one that was the color red, and then there was
Mhm.
one that was called the Captain Red. So
Mhm.
there's the same book. So it's one
No,
book.
2 different books.
So they're both called the Captain Red. It's just one is the color red.
Mhm.
Oh, in
But
that
you find
case,
2 of them. Which one? Because you haven't taken them off the shelves yet. What do you want to do?
I will. Is the book that's gold the color gold, or is it just
It's
like
black
the,
with gold writing. I'm looking at it right now. Black,
But,
gold writing, story of color.
what is
Blank
the
on the inside.
what does it look like in terms of like, is there gold on the spine, or does it just say the story of color and it's the whole thing's black?
The story of colors and gold.
Oh, okay, got it. I guess that like looking at the story of red and the story of color, of those 2 books, the both the story of red, which one matches the design aspects of the story of color, like in terms of like just how they look, how they're laid out, having color on the spine, stuff like that.
In terms of weight and shape and looks, the red book like looks very identical to the book that you had pulled off.
Looks identical to the story of color.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in that case, I will use that one.
Okay, cool. So you take a beat, you kind of look at these 2 options and you pull off the red book and you can hear an unlocking sound and you can see the bottom shelf moves. As you're beginning to go around from shelf to shelf, you do notice that there seems to be quite a few books that act as like secondary stories that almost have titles that would be adjacent to like this sort of puzzle, but you pull on the books that allude to the actual color that you're talking about here is what it sounds like. You're physically grabbing the red book. You're physically grabbing the orange book. And as you're doing that, you're able to unlock the bottom sections of each of these gigantic shelves that are, about a solid 18 feet tall. And you're moving them around in that U shape for color. And one by one, you're collecting these books, which have nothing on the inside. They're just, the cover in itself has this color to it. Stack them up off in the corner, and you're able to make this arc, this rainbow arc. As you have done this, and it creates that shape. Oh, sorry, P.
No, I'm just waiting.
Oh, you're waiting. Yeah, you're
What's
waiting.
happening?
Yeah, you're
this worked
waiting.
out. Surprisingly,
with bated breath.
my plan worked. I should be more confident about this.
You're waiting with bated breath,
I don't
and
know
you
about
do
that.
hear some sort of, by the time that they're all in that perfect U shape, it fills about half the room and it shapes like perfectly. You hear some sort of unlocking mechanism, and you look over, and that main section that seems to be potentially where that hidden door is from the design of this building, you can see it slowly open up. And behind it, you see a door.
Wow. I'm very surprised this worked. Let's go through that door.
All right, me too. I can't go through the door, right? I can just, that's it. Only you can go through, right?
I'm not sure. Is this the tabaxi room? Let's see. Does it smell like tabaxis?
All right,
Sniff
roll a quick investigation check. Charlene will go over and do the same. Oh, wow. That's a high roll.
I got 11 plus 2, so 13.
13. Okay. What did you roll, Pete? Are you looking as well?
Well, I realized, I guess I'll not sniff, but I was rolling as a joke, but now I'm realizing I can actually investigate. So 5.
Okay, so as
Said
you're looking at
Charlene
this,
rolled
you
high.
don't really know. Yeah, Charlene rolled really high.
Oh, thank God.
So as you guys are kind of looking at this and you're like, I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what it is. I do this. She takes a moment. She stops you both. And she goes, no, this is definitely the cat room. And she takes a beat and she shows you guys on the bottom that there's like some sort of like illumination very, very faintly. You can kind of see that there's some sort of trap or some sort of spell. And she can like points to it and shows you that there's a full like locking mechanism device.
Let's see. This is one of those things that I think that me and Charlene have to do kind of with each other. P, I think that the best move for you is to sneak downstairs into the art room and meet up with everybody else, and we'll just see what's on the other side of this.
What?
Yeah,
You don't want me to stand here with a knife and wait? That was my plan.
I mean,
For throwing. Fine.
yeah.
You guys do whatever the hell you're gonna do. I guess I'll get the fuck out of here. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So,
I am tired of having your ex-girlfriend here. You're acting different. I have to leave now. Fine.
No, look, I think that you're great. I just
Charlene like steps up and goes in front of you, and she purrs a little bit. She goes, brr, like your friends are not wrong, probably. I know that me being around you is intoxicating, and it's hard to not have emotions arise. I'm sorry, P. If you feel like you don't want to be a part of this, I understand that this might be something that Jarfield and I have to do.
You know, I'm going to excuse myself. I actually think Jarfield had the correct idea, and I'm going to leave now. So I just go to leave the library.
You walk over, you like untie it angrily. This little trap that you made, you open the door, you slam it behind you.
Okay, so so now me and Charlene are alone in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so before we go in there, I'm gonna level with you. I know something's up. Eucalyptus showed me a photo of you with a bunch of kittens. Some of them were orange, which I assume are mine. Some of them are gray, which I assume are Blurmals. And like that's fine. I know that like we haven't seen each other for a while, and also like you're your own person. But I just like as somebody that like has, you know, presumably still cares about me and cared about me for a while, you know, like as a friend or whatever, like, is this a trap?
Jarfield, I can't believe that you would think. It's more complicated than it might appear, yes. But it's not a trap. At least not in any sort of way that would ever jeopardize you. It is me maybe looking for answers, but.
Okay, well, look, like I care about you, just like level with me. The thing is that like, look, my friends are real dumb and like they will get themselves killed over the course of doing this. And the thing is like they do that because like they care about me and they care about this world. And like I need to know like everything before I do what I think I have to do.
Okay, well, there is something I wanted to tell you. And then as this is happening, you catch that whatever that door was, there was something that was also activated besides just these switches. There is some sort of scent or smell. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Charlene's going to do the same.
19 plus 1, 20.
Okay. Yeah, she rolled high too. And as you guys take a beat, you can smell, there's a scent of catnip just permeating in the air. And as you look around, you can see that there's some sort of gas being let out into the library right now, attempting to distract you or evade you from this door that's in front of you. She takes a moment, she looks to you and she goes, I have a feeling this is going to be harder than it looks.
Okay, got it. I just need to trust that you have my friends and I's best interests in heart before we do the next thing. Can you promise me that?
I can at least promise you that. But right now we have to move forward because I don't know what else could go off.
Okay, let's do it.
Quick. And so the two of you guys walk forward. And as this is happening, let's go to P real quick. P, where are you heading? Just so I know.
So I'm on the second floor. So I'm running across, like I'm going out and I'm going to, like I'm trying to get over to the staircase by the small dining room so I can come down on the right side and not on the busy side.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Try to sneak around that corner there. All right, roll a quick stealth check for me.
Eight.
Very, very not quietly. You kind of like roll through and you're like parkour, and you like jump off like one side of the build. Like you're running and it's really loud and it's clunky. And as you're doing this, there is a guard patrolling in that area around the corner that catches you and goes, you're one of the people we're looking for. And you just kind of, I'm assuming you're dashing and running.
No, I stop and I go, no, I'm actually here undercover. I heard about a wolf and I have this special card that I use to get in that's mine. And that's why I'm in the building. I'm actually here undercover.
All right, roll a persuasion check with advantage.
That was smart.
Ooh, okay.
With advantage. Are you 6?
Hey, with advantage? That was your best roll?
I don't want to talk about it.
He goes, wait, you probably just stole that in our line. And he runs forward and he goes to chase you. He's gonna try to chase you and hit you. He pulls out his weapon as he goes.
And I pull out my knife and I say, I will literally fucking kill you. I'm not joking.
He's going for it. Let's roll a quick initiative order. Let's see what happens. Oh, he didn't roll there. Great
you
there.
have so few hit points.
12.
12. All right. Well, you get to go first. So you tell me what you do.
You have so few hit points.
So I know.
See how this goes.
So he's got the bat and like, it's like a bat, right?
No, it's like a weapon. It's like a straight up weapon, like a sword. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's like a sword. So I take my short sword and I go to chop off his sword arm.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Okay. 13.
Not enough to hit on the sword arm, but you still have that second attack that you can try.
Just run.
Okay.
Just run.
So then I take my other dagger and I just go right for his throat, just to slit his fucking throat.
Roll to hit.
Okay, come on. I really need to kill this guy. Are you fucking kidding me? 5! I'm gonna die. It's over her feet.
What did you roll?
5.
Okay, yeah. Doesn't quite get it as he goes down with his spear and he's going to roll to hit you. 4. That's a 19 on the die. So he's going to hit you for not too much, 2 piercing damage. He rolled really low there. So he goes down, he stabs you for 2 piercing as he goes, ah! Do you want to do anything? Do you want to run away? What do you want to do here? P, it's up to you. You're no more, and let me just tell you where you are, just so you have an option here as he's gone to attack. You're pretty much right by the small dining room. So you almost made your way down the stairs, but he's in that hallway with you fighting you.
You have 1 hit point.
I have 2. I guess I'm gonna scream, help, intruder, and I'm gonna run, I'm running now. Help, intruder is what I'm screaming.
So he's gonna have an opportunity of attack against you as you run. So let's see if he hits. What's your AC again?
13. He hits me. I'm dead.
Yeah, he definitely hits you. So as it takes a moment, he hits you, and we'll do a quick fade on what happens there because something might happen. So P.
No, I'm dead.
No, who knows if he killed you or not? He's a guard, and you're captured. So we'll see what happens. So that is P real quick. Let's cut to Chante and Ikto in that area, trying to head their way towards, if I'm not mistaken, the art room, right?
We're in the art room.
You're in the art room. Great. So yeah, you're in there right now. You're looking around at all this different artwork. You see, there seems to be 3 paintings that are currently in the room. There's also a beautiful chase lounge nearby and sort of a plush velvet couch. It's not a huge room. It's small, but it's pretty. And as you're walking in, you can tell that it's displaying 3 different major pieces of art.
Can I pull?
I just
Can I pull George to the side and whisper?
You can. There's 2 guards with you. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna do about the guards?
don't worry. I just want to give you my sincere apologies. I have to get to the bottom of these hiring issues I've had. I've had the worst luck recently. I hope that you don't see this deviant ways as a reflection onto me and my character.
Oh, by no means. We assume that you're doing just the work you need to do and you understand why we're here, because we can't trust this man.
I slap Chante across the face.
Oh.
See, I despise I despise him. Oh, it's gross.
Do it again.
You said he turned
Spit
into
on
a
me again.
No. And then I'm going to cast Prestidigitation
Okay.
to make it sound like from outside. Somebody says, "A tabaxi?"
Okay. Let's have you roll a. Let's have this be a deception check.
Okay.
See if you're able to do this. The guards are currently quite
19
alert.
plus 7.
Really? Unless
Yeah.
they. And they're rolling with advantage, so you gotta hope none of them get a nat. But let me see. Nope, they didn't. So you really loudly somehow kind of under your breath say tabaxi, and the 2 guards like look at themselves like, oh shoot, and they get distracted enough that they're like, 1 second, and they're gonna probably be distracted for a few moments, but you guys don't have long as they go into that main entrance hall and poke their heads out and say, what's going on? Do you hear that? And they're distracted for a few moments. So how do you guys want to handle this?
I look to Chante and I say, opportunity attack on the right. And then I'm going to take the guy on the left and cast Arms of Hadar.
Okay. Okay. Quickly, the doors are open. They popped their head out.
Oh no.
There's a full view not too far away into the main gambling station. So what do you guys want to actually do? Do you want to try to close those doors? Like, and pull them in?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
I meant to do
then
that
it's going to-
before they got all the way.
Cool. So you can choose to do that on your action or bonus action, the movement of the door, I'll say, just
Okay.
to close off the space to make sure nobody is like in here. So we'll say that that's like a choice of yours. So yeah, how do you want to handle this? You guys tell me. So you both get an opportunity to do something because they're both distracted.
I use a bonus wild shape and do a dire wolf.
All right, so you turn into a dire wolf. Do you use your main action to shut the door? Because you can only.
Yes, I
there's
use my
2
main action to shut the door.
Okay,
And then
sounds
I
good.
bonus action to wild shape.
So yeah, right away there's this kind of like, and then you turn into a dire wolf. And then Ikto, what are you doing?
I'm going to actually use. Yeah, I'm going to use Arms of Hadar, which
Is that a bonus action or main action?
that'll be a main action.
Okay, cool. And then you use your bonus first to close the door.
Yeah.
Okay. So right away you do that and you hear like a what? Huh? And then you use Arms of Hadar. So what is that?
It's basically in AoE and it's going to hit them both for 3d6.
Okay, nice. Did they have a save against that?
It's a 15 strength. is what it
15
says.
strength. Okay. So they make saves. This is a spell, I'm assuming.
Yes.
15. The one near you fails and the one by Chante fails. Wow, those were low
Great.
rolls. Yeah. So 3d6. Do it up.
I got a 10.
For both of them?
Yeah. Or
Wow.
I think I only roll once. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you cast this, and what does this spell look like? Like, how do you
It's
hurt
like
them?
dark
Like,
tendrils come out of me from the. It's like Slender Man shit. It's like dark tendrils
Oh,
come
yeah.
out and just fucking grab them. Like I pick them up and slam them on the ground. Or
Yeah.
quietly. I just engulf them.
Yeah.
I put tendrils down their throats so they can't scream.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
really dark.
Yeah, no, literally, it's like a fine moment, and everyone's clinking glasses, and there's like beautiful cello music playing, and then you shut the doors, and then these like black tendrils come from Ikto and like slowly start to like encompass and eat away, and like just like what kind of energy is this? What kind of damage is this?
This is
Is it necrotic or is it cold
It's
or is
got,
it?
yeah, necrotic.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
little
so
Grim Reaper
like
man.
you're turning them like you're literally like eating away at their bodies and like pulling the energy out of them and like disintegrating them as this is happening.
Yeah, I don't feel good about it, but it
No,
had to be
you-
done.
You feel
No,
fine
they
about
look
it.
fine
Feel
about
great.
it.
They
I
look
feel
like
good.
they look like almost fully destroyed already. Chante, what do you want to do? You gonna oh sorry, we have to roll initiative because technically speaking, we haven't done that yet. So everyone roll initiative real quick. Okay.
Got a 13.
Okay, 13. Ikto.
12 plus 1, 13.
Nice. What are your guys' dexterity modifiers?
1.
0.
And 0. So it'll be Ikto first and then Chante. And then these guys roll really low. So it's Ikto's turn first. Again, back top of the turn. What do you want to do?
I have one more spell slot, so I'll do Arms of Hadar one more time.
Okay. And they both have to save and make a save against what again? How much was the
Strength
save?
15.
Strength of 15. They both rolled under 10, so they do not make it.
All right, and then I rolled an 11.
Let me tell you, that's literally how many hit points they have. Like I will say this in a cool way. Just have me roll a 20 real quick just to see how the spell works really quick, friend.
Roll a 20.
Just roll a d20 for me.
Oh, all right.
Just do it for me, buddy. Little friend.
Yep.
Don't worry.
Roll.
Don't add anything. Just roll it. for
Got
me.
a 17.
Okay. So as this is happening, Ikto, just you hear this like chuckle come from somewhere, just in the back of your head. As you're doing this and you're pulling,
Jim.
and you can hear a, I'll help you this time. And you see their bodies just get pulled into ash, into nothing. And like, they just become nothing. Now that spell doesn't necessarily do that, but you've just like sort of almost disintegrated 2 people.
They turn to ash.
Yeah. Which is
Chante,
not normal.
just sweep this, spread this out so people can't see it. Let's fucking figure out what painting to get into.
So they're
a wolf.
gone, and Chante, you're just a wolf.
Yeah, blow it away.
Yeah, use your tail. Use your tail. Use your tail like a
Yeah,
use your
I
tail
got
like a
big
broom.
bushes. I got big.
Yeah.
Fucking. Are you all right? Are you okay,
I lick
buddy?
up the ash. I lick up the ash.
I'm so sorry. That was so close.
As this
Oh
is
my gosh.
happening, you don't realize that there's like another there's another section around here that leads out somewhere, and then suddenly you hear steps, and you didn't catch that there's another door open that leads a little bit into a small hallway nearby. But very quickly you see somebody like walking down the stairs. Like, thankfully you guys didn't get caught in the action, but you see a guard carrying somebody who looks knocked out like me down the stairs, walking down the hallway at this exact moment. And he looks at you guys, and he goes, "Oh, sorry, I'm assuming you are here with your dog for some reason." No. Wait, dog. There's 2 invaders.
Eldritch
Dog.
Blast.
I'll attack. Just give me attack.
Eldritch Blast him.
Okay. What is that? Roll to hit. You get advantage because he wasn't suspecting this.
Roll
Oh
to
my
hit.
god. Yeah,
Oh,
roll to hit with advantage though, because he was not expecting this. Okay.
That was bad. So that was
Just let me.
10 or 21.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll for damage.
Come on. Got a 10.
All right. He still looks like he's barely up after you blast him really fast, and he looks singed and like carrying your friend P, and he goes, "Uh-oh."
Damn, did P do nothing to him? God.
Chante, what do you want to do? Your turn.
Yeah, I'm going for his throat. I'm
Right.
gonna lunge towards this
You
guy's
lurch
throat.
Jesus.
forward in dog form, roll to hit with
In
advantage.
dire
Because
wolf
again,
form.
yeah, with
dire-
advantage in dire wolf
Yeah,
form.
because I have pack tactics as well. Okay. Wait, rolling to hit.
With advantage.
Yeah.
If you're using
So
Action.
16.
that'll hit. Roll for damage.
Okay. Okay, so
Drag his ass in here.
7. 15. 27 plus 10, 37 points.
That's not.
Damn.
No way.
That's
not,
dire wolf. It's 5d10 plus 10.
No
5d10?
way.
That's dire wolf.
What?
Really?
Yes, that's why I'm like, let me do it.
No, no.
Dire
I
wolf.
see dire wolf here, and it says 2d6 plus 3.
I'm
I
on
have
D&D. Oh, are we on different dire wolves?
We might be on different dire wolves. You're the dire wolf large beast.
Yeah, that's
Which
what
is-
I have.
Yeah, it says the bite attack is 2d6 plus 3.
Oh,
That's
hold
what
on.
it says.
Oh shoot! I was looking at his hit points. My apologies. My apologies.
I was like,
I was-
holy shit.
My apologies. I was
Yeah,
looking
you
at his hit.
just
Sorry.
like basically if it was that much, you just like swallow them
that's-
all. You're
but
just
that's
like,
how
I
it
was like
feels.
crazy.
But that's how it felt. So make sure you
Yeah.
roll that 2d6 plus 3. It's a little
2d6
lower.
plus 3.
Still
Okay,
a really
sorry.
good hit. Still really high, but not that high. Yeah.
5d10.
So 12. My apologies.
Yeah, that's still more than enough to literally take this guy down and kill him. Like you kill him, essentially.
Yes.
As you take a moment and you leap on him and you lurch into his throat and toss him around, and now there's a
Can
bloody
I-
corpse
Can
in
I
the
do
hallway.
like a rock star, like double knee slide to catch P?
Yeah, you do so. Like you kind of slide around in the hallway and you catch P delicately as she's about to fall. I will say it's a bit of a mess, and there is a body currently like in the middle of the hallway on the first floor. But just like
Drag him in the art
noting that.
room.
In the art room?
Yeah, drag him into the art room. Let's
Okay.
go.
You drag him into the art room, you close the door behind you. There's an unconscious P tied up currently with her hands in a rope. As you make your way into the art room, I will also say there is a rug on the floor, like a really nice rug. If you need
You
a
know
body.
what we're doing already, Kelly.
Yeah, I know what
We're
you're
rolling
doing.
that body up.
Okay, you take the body, it's a trail of blood. You begin to roll them up. And
Can we
you,
put it behind the little couch that you said?
You can put it like behind the couch that's
Clean up the
nearby.
blood,
There's a
too.
chase
Clean up the
lounge
blood.
and a
I lick up the
couch.
blood. I lick up the blood.
Yes,
Oh.
okay.
Mm.
You also have prestidigitation, which
Oh
you
yeah, I
clean.
cast prestidigitation to clean.
So you're like
everything.
cleaning everything, and Chante is looking up all the blood. You lay P down on the chase lounge, and then you roll up this body in a rug, and you place it behind the couch as you close the doors. And we'll take a
And
beat
then-
real quick, and we'll cut back to Eucalyptus. What's happening? Eucalyptus. You get led down to the second, from the second floor back down to the first floor. He's taking you in the back way of towards the dining hall again, but he seems to be passing the dining hall and taking you towards the music room as he's talking to you.
Okay.
So he's like, "Oh, I can't wait to show you my secret room."
Oh, this is so exciting. I mean, it's very rare that I go to a secret room, and it's kind of my thing, secret rooms. So
Well-
this is like really great.
Let me show you. So real quick, this used to be the music room, and I had this cool like piano that leads to my secret room, but I changed it into a bar. So come take a look. So he opens it, and as you walk in, you see this like gorgeous bar full of like all different liquors from all around the world. You see casks of different sort of fragrant whiskeys and wines, small batch barrels of all different sort of aged drinks. So this is beautiful, beautiful bar. And the bar in the back area, it looks like it's a piano that has changed into a bar. It's like a service top, and you could probably sit down in the front, and that's where you would like have your drinks. But there's sort of like a glossy, clear granite looking item, like a quartz of some sort, atop the piano where you would play it. And it's just like a place you can sit and have your drinks, and then the top of the piano is the bar. So it's very, very pretty there. As he walks in, he goes, "But before I bring you down, can I offer you a drink?" And he slides over to the other side of the bar.
Oh, sure. I'd love a drink.
Okay, so
Um,
like, what
are
do you
you
want,
going to
though?
have a
Because you have to
drink?
tell me. Oh, yeah. I'll have a drink.
Oh, I love anything bubbly. So if you have any champagne.
Bubbly drink for a bubbly lady on it. As he takes a beat, you can hear clinking of glasses. You can hear like a pop of champagne of some sort. As you're looking around this room. Can I have you a quick perception check for me?
Do I have any poison? I don't, right? No.
No, it broke.
We did have
Yeah.
poison.
It had poison. Broke though.
Yeah.
You do. You do have a mind.
Perception?
You do have a mind
Mhm.
control potion.
10. 6 plus 4.
Okay. So as
Wait,
you're
did you say perception? Oh, 6 plus 3. Okay.
so
9.
So yeah, you don't see anything like out of the ordinary. Like you can't really tell if any of these are like really rich bottles or like bottles that may have compromising things in it. It's just like a bar, but it's a very beautiful bar, all like kind of backlit by like some sort of color, but you can tell that from the way that the light is letting in. There's like this small light that lets out to what appears to be some sort of greenhouse. So it's kind of like apologizing. He's like, oh, usually the color in here is much more brighter, but at least we got a little bit of light from the greenhouse. It's making me feel a little romantic in here, you know, the way that the green is casting against your elven face makes me feel like we're in a forest together and we're about to have a drink in the forest. And it's,
I do love a forest.
oh yes, it's with champagne. So he hands you one of the champagnes.
What
as
are
guys
you
talking-
having?
Oh, I also am having this champagne because this bottle is very expensive and I feel that I have to, you know, even though I'm very rich and I have a limitless supply of money, I'm also incredibly cheap. So I need to just pour myself this and, you know, we have to make sure we drink the full bottle because it won't last.
That's
you know.
true. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
anyway, cheers
Cheers.
to me getting the love that I have been looking for, at least for one evening. at
I
least
like
a
that
little
for
bit.
you. Yes.
Okay,
Let's-
good.
yeah.
I don't really know what you're here for, but I'm happy you're here. And he just cheers and he throws back a drink. Do you drink it as well?
Yes.
He does seem
Um,
distracted and he does have like his drink in his hand as he's throwing it back. It is very delicious.
Oh, you finished yours so quickly. Let me top you off.
Okay. And he's fine with that. He's like, oh, yeah, thanks. And hands you the bottle.
Oh, so tell me about the room while I'm
Oh, yes.
doing
This wine over here, God, we had to destroy a whole town for that one, but it tastes so good. It's like a hint of raspberry with a little bit of bourbon in it. It's really good wine.
While he's distracted, can I put I'm making his drink. Can I put the potion for mind control in it?
Yes, and you want to put mind control potion in yours because you can cast it once you drink it. So what you're doing is you're kind of
I
like
thought I was
yeah, but even so, you know, like opening a bottle and putting something in your own drink, it could be a little compromising. So as you're doing this and you're kind of talking with him and keeping him distracted, you take that moment to have both of your drinks and open up that potion of yours, pour it into your drink and stir it up a little bit. And then, you know, you go over to him as he's talking, you know, and he's discussing another bottle and he goes, oh, and this one we had to skin about 14 lizard folks and then we had to turn them around and then we took their essence and made it. Oh,
That's
so
hideous. I
thank
love
you.
it.
Isn't it fun? You know, these are
Power.
Starbuckle sucks.
really everything in this area. You have to really, you know, I don't let a lot of people in here because it's all very rare drinks from around the world. So cheers to you getting invited into a little bit of me. Cheers.
Cheers.
Glug, 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 glug. So
Wow.
you drink the potion and you now have the ability to cast a potion of mind control. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
Okay, so that is going to be a spell save of 15 for him. So let's see how this plays.
Oh, but okay, question.
Mhm.
When I cast it, if it doesn't work, will he know I casted it?
I believe so. I have to double check. But yes, usually when somebody casts a spell like this on them, they do know if they fail. So let's just see how it goes. But the good thing is he's had alcohol, which means he has to roll with disadvantage. So,
Yes.
oh, and either way, he rolled a 12 and a 7. So doesn't make it. So let me tell you what Dominate Person does, okay? So
Mhm.
this is the spell that you cast. It's going to last for 1 hour.
Oh,
Dominate person. Oops. 1 second. I'm clicking on that so you know. Essentially, when this target right now, you have a telepathic link with him currently.
So
So you can like use the link to command him. You can hear his you can communicate with him through your brain right now. And right now you can tell him pretty much anything you want to do. You are just currently completely in control of your target.
Can I make him think that something's happened that hasn't?
Oh yeah, you can do anything. You dominated him.
Okay. How do I just say it and then
You can try it, right? So you're sitting there, you don't really know how the spell works. You haven't done this before. What do you do? What do you think?
or drink all of the drink?
He looks to you and he takes it and he drinks it slowly. And then burps and puts it down.
Okay. You just had the best sex of your life with me.
Oh, I really did. It was so
You
good.
don't have to do it.
Wow, that was so good. Wow, Eucalyptus, you really know how to do
Yeah.
it in the sack.
Yeah.
That was mind-blowing.
It's true. And this is this is so much power. I don't know how to use it. I mean, I love this champagne. You are going to tell me what is going to happen. Oh, is the guard still in the room?
No, there's no guard. It's just the
Okay.
two of you.
You
The
are
guard
gonna-
left. The guard stayed on the outside of this room, I
Okay.
would say, because he would only want to have the drink with you in this special space.
Right.
But he is
So
right
you're-
on the outside.
You're
of
gonna
the room.
tell me what the secret meeting is about.
Are you talking about the meeting that I am going to be having in about an hour?
Yes, in 30 minutes. No, you said 30 minutes.
Oh, we had to push it to exactly 1 hour. There was the commotion that created
Wait, how
the
do
delay.
you know this? When did this happen?
What? No, I was in the room, in the main room, and I had to whisper that we had to delay the meeting. And then I talked with you directly
Oh, right,
after.
That's right. All right. Well, anyway, you're going to tell me about this meeting that you're about to have.
Oh, yes, I'm going to be extracting and taking a very important orb that controls a very, very strong creature that oversees. You probably heard of the dog, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, so this object essentially controls this dog that oversees and protects everything here. You gotta love him. Odin is a strong creature, but we have to keep him dormant as long as possible. So what I was going to do is I was doing a setup where we are going to be having somebody coming to extract the object, upon which I would unleash Odin and kill them.
So the object controls Odin,
It does indeed.
but you don't have it at this point.
No, we need to have Blurmal access it in order for us to get it today. So he's supposed to be coming at some point. Haven't seen him yet though.
I think that what you're going to do is to bring up that meeting so that it happens in the next 15 minutes. No, 30 minutes, the next 30 minutes. And you're going to make sure everyone's there and it goes as planned. And you're also going to include me.
That sounds good. I'm quite excited. I can't wait to
And-
meet this person that we've been looking to speak to for some time.
And you're also going to have some very powerful excuses as to why I should be in that meeting.
Noted.
So that
I have no doubt.
everyone will understand, because so many people, will have questions, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. You are my right-hand woman. Our sex was so good that you can do anything
I
and
don't know if
say
that's
anything
the
and I
most-
will
the
listen to you.
best. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. I thought that was going to be the excuse.
How did you lift anyway? We'll talk about it another day. I just never thought that I could see somebody like have actual silks and then lower themselves. Anyway, it was just amazing.
I'm very talented, multi-talented. And what else are you gonna do?
Oh, would you like to know who the meeting is with?
Oh yes, of course. I want to know everything about the meeting.
Oh, yes, we were told by somebody very, very powerful, thanks to a lot of the friends that I have and keep in order to sustain my power here in press, of the Whisper Network. So anyway, so some folks of the Whisper Network, they got back to us and they let us know that Jarfield's coming. This should be a good showdown, shouldn't it? And we'll
Ooh.
end this episode as Eucalyptus is being slipped this information right there.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my gosh.
What'll happen next to Jarfield?
They
The
know
Whisper
Jarfield is
Network?
coming. Oh, so this has all been a setup? She's working
We
for
have
Valera?
been
Y'all
waiting
were-
to level up for 5 episodes.
Y'all were like,
never
oh,
been as nice.
Lost
we're
the
not
giggles.
going
Leveling up.
cheesy. These
Yeah, what are they
fucking-
doing?
Oh, I
Wow,
hope
this
they're
girl
dying.
this woman is the worst.
I told you guys.
Wow.
Well,
Wait, sorry, what was I was writing something down. So it's a setup. So I know that they know
Thanks
that.
for listening to NDND, everybody. We'll see you next week with clarifying our questions as well. Maybe we'll put it in a little teaser. But Joey asks, we love you.
Yay.
Bye.
D&D.
Ah!